Sedona Tunnel. It is the longest tunnel you will drive in California. And this is going to open up into a beautiful vista of the Yosemite Valley, one of the most photographed vistas that you will find in Yosemite. This tunnel is like, I think it's around 8/10 of a mile long. So we are coming to the opening now. Bam! That's a nice surprise coming out of the tunnel. Now, we are on Tioga Road heading west through Yosemite Valley. This was particularly beautiful part of the drive, and I want to get videos of this. I went ahead and removed the original audio because my wife and our other passenger, they were just chatting it up about how beautiful things are. Well, that's pretty obvious if you take a look here. Just past a waterfall on the left there. Back in the day, I used to be a non-technical mountain climber, and I have climbed to the peaks, the highest peaks of every mountain on the east coast of the U.S. Now, this is a very, I think, wonderful rock formation that we're passing. This is, I believe it's the Tioga Pass, and I want you to pay particular attention to these huge boulders that are just lying out on the top of this expanse. Right now, it's kind of like barren lunar landscape except for the trees. And now you're starting to see some boulders. Look at that one over there. Oh, it is huge. How did it get there? Glacier, probably. So here we are on the way to the giant sequoias. Beautiful. Nice drive. Very scenic drive to get to the sequoias. We are heading north now. I have forgotten the name of this highway, but it's not important. I love these cuts through hillsides. They reveal a lot of geology. And here we are, we have arrived at the giant Sequoia Park. I've got a degree in forestry, and I have always wanted to come out to see these trees.
Speed limit's going down.
They're truly massive.
Let's go in and see what around.
One thing I can tell you about the first sections of the park when you get here, you will be walking on asphalt with gates and railings, and you cannot get up to the trees. What you need to do is take a shuttle and arrive at a trailhead which will take you into the forest where there are more sequoias. And there's no railings, there's nothing keeping you away from contact with the trees. Now that's a moment. That was a moment for me. I was handed a piece of bark by a park ranger that was about 2 feet long by about 12 inches thick by about 10 inches wide. And when he handed it to me, I was bracing for a lot of weight, but that bark was so light. Just incredible. This is the first time in my life I've ever stood in line for a tree. Good old General Sherman. Largest living organism by volume of anything in the world. Now here we are on a terrifyingly narrow road with no guardrails, no real protections. And because we had a handicap pass, they let us drive our car down instead of typical taking the shuttle bus. I was cool with the road. My wife was not real cool, and our elderly passenger was not happy at all. This is the road to the Devil's Postpile National
These are the
Monument.
unplanned adventures. You don't know you're going to do it till you do it.
I can't remember how many miles it was to get down in the valley. But the thing is, when you get to the bottom, you cannot just drive by and see the Devil's Postpile. You're going to have to park your car, and you're going to have to get out and take a short hike to get there. So, there you have it. The
Well,
Devil's
here it is,
Postpile.
guys. You missed this lovely pile of rock.
This is columnar lava, and the sections and cross sections are hexagonal. You can find these sort of geological formations all over the world. Probably the most famous one is over in England, called the Devil's Postpile. Or Devil's Causeway. I have no idea what that woman was doing. But anyway, just happened to catch that. Now, if you climbed up on the top of that ridge, I believe you could have seen the columnar lava in the cross section as hexagonal structures, almost look like pavement, all interlocked together. How this is formed, heat and pressure is all. Here is the discovery tree at the Calaveras Big Tree State Park. It has been an attraction for tourists since 1852. Over 25 feet in diameter, 280 feet tall before it was cut, and 1,244 years old when it was brought down. It was once
Here's
used
my
as a
foot
dance
for
floor,
reference. There's this
a bar,
giant
and
stump. And the
even a two-lane
people at the visitor
bowling
center
alley.
said this probably would have been the biggest tree in the world if it had not been cut. People are just complete idiots to cut something like this. Oh my goodness. I guess that's the rest of the tree that fell off.
I'm running this piece again so you all can get another look at this thing. No saw existed back in 1853 to cut this tree down. So men went around it and drilled it around and round and round until they drilled all the way through, all the way around. It took 2 days before this titan finally fell.
There's
What
my
a
foot for
tragic
reference.
day.
There's this giant stump. And the people at the visitor center said this probably would have been the biggest tree in the world if it had not been cut. People
Amazing.
are
Absolutely
just complete
amazing.
idiots to cut something like this. Oh my goodness.
You can see the drill
I guess that's the
lines
rest of the
on
tree that
stump.
fell off.
Actually, the drill lines on the part of the tree that fell off. And here is where the California Gold Rush started. Sutter's Mill was using water coming off the river right behind me where I'm filming, where gold was first discovered.
Well, here we go to
in
the
California.
ocean.
I'd never
You know, I
seen
really had
the Pacific
no
Ocean.
idea where I was going to be when I finally got to see the Pacific Ocean. I thought it might be San Simeon, maybe Monterey Bay. And here we are, staying in Petaluma, and here's this quick trip, 30-minute drive out to Bodega Bay, and here we are at the ocean. Wahoo! Oh, look at that coastline up there. Here we go.
I was excited, no doubt about it. Not too many people out, even in August.
So nice.
Let me tell you,
So
that
nice.
water was cold, baby, cold.
Here we go. This is so cool. We're just north of Bodega Bay. I just had a great seafood lunch. Here we are.
I felt like a little kid seeing the ocean for the first time. I can't tell you how excited I was. Finally make it to the other side of the country. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
There's some crazy fool out there surfing. I'm glad he's got a wetsuit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Walking out. There we go. Whoa. Oh.
I did get my foot wet.
Amazing. Ah. Oh. See if we can get a feel of this ocean. See how cold it is. I know I'm freezing out here. Must be in the lower 60s right now.
With the wind blowing, it was cold. Probably wind chill, probably in the mid to low 50s. In August. Go figure. I wanted to put my hand in the water, and I was going to do it no matter what.
There we go. Oh. There we go. Oh, like a kid. I love it. Oh.
I was absolutely giddy.
Well,
I don't know
I'll see
why,
you again,
but
my
I
friends.
was.